Libras, the message is coming through for you right now is that you have a lot of paths in front of you. When I was sitting in my meditation this morning, I was seeing all these dotted lines, almost like a grid, but then they moved into this path where all the lines converged. So the idea is that there's so many different ways or different paths for you to be taking right now that are going to essentially have the same outcome. I did take some notes for my meditation, so I'm going to refer to those, but basically they're all leading to the same idea or the same, like I said, outcome. You can't get it wrong is what I kept hearing. So some of the paths, yes, will be more difficult, and that's by design. And I was hearing that it's to shape you. So in other words, don't get so caught up on taking the right path. I mean, obviously make sure that you're in alignment with whatever you're doing. Don't force anything or push anything. But if you're flowing along right now and you feel good about it, then you're on the right path for you. And that could look different than other people's paths, even other Libras that you may know. It doesn't necessarily mean it's wrong, though. And again, it was loud and clear that you can't get it wrong. So whatever you're doing right now, keep doing it. And know that if you hit those roadblocks or those stumbling points, that like that brick wall feel, it's by design. It's there to test you, but also to strengthen you and allow you to grow to the version of yourself I'm hearing that you'll need to be in order for that next chapter. I recently saw this reel about how, this person was asking for this new life and this new dream and desire, and the universe was like, here you go, you can have it, but you have to let go of everything else and step out of that comfort zone. And then the person was like, well, I don't know if I want this anymore. It's too scary because it's the unknown. And you're being asked right now to follow that even through the fear, knowing that the path you are on is inevitably yours and the outcome will be the same at the end of whatever path you take. So get excited about the small steps that you're putting in, that you're following down this path. The next piece that came in was the words activation mode, and it was on this whole right side of the brain, and that's our creative side. So it's something is being activated. I felt like it lit up in your mind, this creative side, and you're being asked to use that. So there may be some creative idea that you're having that you keep maybe pushing to the side because it's not the right time, or you don't have time, or you'll get to it when you have time. I'm hearing you'll get to it when you have a minute. You're being told right now that that creative idea that you're having that's being activated right now is what's going to help you push through whatever block you're having. So go for it. Use that. Don't save it for later. Also, tiger's eye came through. So when I meditate, I typically have a crystal with me, and I was using tiger's eye, so that could be significant for you right now. Also, the number 666 and owls came through. The last piece toward the end of the meditation was that the grass is always greener. And it was kind of a play on that quote. I was seeing all this green, luscious grass, and the message that came through is the greener grass is coming if you nurture what you have now. So it's like that watering your own lawn so that you're not worried about someone else's being greener. Like if you focus on what you're doing right now, 11:11 on the clock, that is going to bring you that greener grass. And then finally, I had this spiral. I did a little drawing there. This spiral effect, and it's this idea that you may be looping back around to old wounds But each time that you do, you're coming at it from this higher perspective. So like the spring going up, each time that you loop back around, you are more aware or have this higher perspective that will help you through the healing. So it's never ending. You're not just like healed and check. It's something you're going to constantly revisit, but it's going to get easier the higher up the spiral that you go. So these messages are circling around, I would say like the next 3 months is what I heard in my meditation. So let's go ahead and pull some cards. I have 2 different decks I want to work with today. The Moonology Oracle deck is one of my favorites. We had one just fall on the ground. Anything else? What does Libra need to know for the next 3 months? So the next 3 months were October, November, and December. We're closing out 2025. Ooh, expect powerful change. And this is the new moon eclipse. So this card I actually just posted recently for the solar eclipse that we had in the new moon. So that's coming up. Let me grab what fell on the floor. A new start is coming for another new moon card. And again, I actually posted this recently on my stories and my reels for the new moon. So that's exciting. And what I like about that is the new moon solar eclipse actually happened on the cusp of Libra season. And that's the energy we're tapping into right now. So definitely a new start coming. Powerful, expect powerful change. This could be going back to that activation mode. Interesting. Let's see what the cards, what the tarot deck is gonna give us. That one fell on the floor too. Might be the angle I'm sitting at here. What is it that the Libra collective needs to know right now? We just got a chunk of cards out. I'm seeing justice on the floor. Okay, this fell on the floor. This is justice. This is your card, Libra. And it's all about balance and karmic closure, I'm hearing. So the expect powerful change, something's happening in the next 3 months, but I'm hearing in Libra season, which would be from now until the end of October. You're closing out cycles, and the month of October is our 10th month, and that is the numerology for 10 is all about ending cycles and new beginnings. Coincidentally, we're going into a year of 10. This is the year of 9 right now, where we're shedding, also ending, closing out cycles. The 10th is the end all, and then we plant the seed for the next journey. So I'm hearing that you are going to have some closure coming in. I have death at the bottom of the deck looking out. Yeah, you're going to be letting go of something. I wonder, I'm hearing that you're going to be letting go of this false belief or this limiting beliefs. I equate the death card to that quite often. So you're going to be letting go of limiting beliefs in the next 3 months, and it is going to catapult you. There's going to be more balance coming in. And the Queen of Swords, I love her. So she's like no nonsense. She's all about cutting through the BS. Like she knows what she knows, and she's not afraid to stand up for it. Now, again, there's no gender in tarot, so I could be speaking to men or women right now, but this is this feminine energy that is not afraid of her power. So your divine feminine side could be coming out right now. Okay, let's see. I have the 3 of Wands reversed. And this tells me that maybe you're struggling right now to see your potential. Yeah, and you're being asked to let go of that. So perhaps right now you're struggling to see the potential, but in the future you will be letting go of that. That new start is coming, that powerful change. You're going to be gaining balance. Oh, wow. 2 aces coming out, the Magician. So our aces are opportunities. Those are the seeds that we're planting. So the number 10 has that 1, which is our ace, and then the 0, which is our ending. So you're ending out the cycle. You're starting new opportunities. Oh, what I love about this, going back to my journal entry here, is these 2 different paths. Either one is going to be right for you. You are the magician. You're going to be creating the magic with whatever path, you take. The activation mode with creativity, that's our wands there. And then the Ace of Cups is more emotions. You're going to have opportunities to, I'm hearing, gain closure in order to move on. That must be the spiral effect, the looping back. You're going to be gaining closure to move on in certain relationships in your life. I'm hearing past looping, the replaying of past events. I'm seeing someone like in the shower replaying things they've heard from the past but catching those thoughts seeping in and stopping them and saying, those aren't serving me anymore. I'm going to let go of those. Yeah, and that's that spiral looping up. That's that control over your thoughts. I may be speaking to someone who's having this aha moment. The powerful change could very well be in your mindset, in how you're viewing your day-to-day, and realizing that your thoughts hold so much power over what you can achieve. I'm seeing the 7 of Cups upside down on the bottom of the deck. And this is realizing that you have so many things available to you, so many ideas, but not getting overwhelmed by them, which is going to be really good for you with all the opportunities coming in. It's going back to that idea that trusting that whatever you decide to do next, I'm hearing, or whatever venture that you go all in on is going to work out for you, because you are the magician. You are capable. You hold the power. The Magician card is all about as above, so below, pulling down that magic from the cloud, from all of those ideas, and then making them work, because you have all the tools to do that. I'm hearing someone maybe currently, maybe you just signed up for a course, or you got a new book. You're excited about learning something that's going to help you. But I'm also hearing there's a caution here of like, don't think that you keep needing more and more and more. Like at some point you've read all the books and you've taken all the courses, you need to act. I'm seeing a lot of celebration coming in. So we've got the 3 of Cups and the 4 of Wands, and that is all about celebrating. This could be the holidays coming up. That would make sense. But I think it's more than that. I'm actually getting that there's outward celebration here, but this feels more with the 3, this divine trinity. This feels more internal celebration. Like you are going to be celebrating yourself. And if you're not, you're being told you need to. Yeah, you're being told that in order to be successful, like getting ahead of those thoughts, but also celebrating how far you've come. I'm getting a real like internal vibe with this, where not so much external validation, but this internal validation, like something that you need to realize something's going to click. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming in. And what I like about him is a slow, steady confidence. Like he owns the coin. He's not rushing. He's got this methodical approach. And you'll use that perhaps with your different dotted paths, those dotted lines I saw. There were so many. There's so many different paths. It really does embody the Seven of Cups here. All right, let's see what else we can get. Expect powerful change. Another ace. So you have another path. Okay, and then this hard work. So this card I like because it's all about the hard work and then seeing the benefits of that. But it's also about stepping back and reassessing whether or not this is what you want. And I feel like with all of these opportunities coming out, the three aces and all those dotted lines I saw, like you are going to have the opportunity to change. If you are on one of the paths, because they're dotted, it's not that solid line that you have to stay committed to. And I'm hearing even if you get onto another path, if there's a fork and you can connect to the next one, like it's all headed in the same direction. I keep going back to you can't get it wrong. So the hard work is going to pay off. Don't be afraid to step back though every once in a while and check yourself. We also have the Hanged Man, one of my favorite cards. This is that higher perspective. This is the spiral. So each time that you pause and reflect on where you're at, you're actually growing. And you may not even notice or see it because it's not tangible, but it's a mindset growth. And really, I mean, you can grow in your mind and then it won't dawn on you for another year, 6 months, I'm hearing, before you're going to realize that you're thinking differently. And you will see a difference in the material world because of your thoughts. But I'm going back to that shower where or that walk or at the gym, like where your mind lingers and it catches something negative from the past, but you stop it in its tracks. Like you don't let the thought continue. It's like you see it, but you don't let it fester. I guess you kick it out before it gets a chance to ruin your whole day. I'm hearing like it doesn't stick with you all day. And if you are in this cycle right now where the old wounds are stirring back up, we just came out of eclipse season. That makes sense. And you can't stop them. This might be a reading for you to just say, okay, I do see those. I've been letting them take over my day and my creativity. I'm hearing I'm going to stop them because I have that power, right? There's a quote that I always think of when this card pops up from Wayne Dyer, and it's, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And it really just is that reminder that goes back to the power of our thought and that internal piece that I was getting before. Okay, we've got the Six of Wands acknowledgement. You are going to succeed. Whatever path you take, you can't get it wrong. And you're going to be acknowledged for this. Maybe not, I'm not seeing in the next 3 months, I'm not getting global scale acknowledgement, but I am getting this internal, mindful acknowledgement. You are going to be able to see yourself for the new version you're becoming. And that could be when you look in the mirror. That could be when you see yourself in others, when others are reflecting back to you what you're putting out. All of a sudden, this revelation will happen where you're just like, that's me. I've put in all the hard work and I am the magician. And I think once you have this confidence boost, there's no stopping. We have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. There's no stop, and then the Star. There's no stopping how far you can go. You are coming into a powerful season of acknowledgement, of self-worth and value. And at the end of the day, that's where it starts. And once you have that, you can do anything. I keep looking at my notes. The 666 is very harmonious. Things are going to be working out for you in ways that I'm hearing is fateful. Yeah, there's a turn of fate because of this acknowledgement and you getting out ahead of your mindset and really nipping the negative thoughts, looking at them for what they are, and then knowing that you have the control to not let them get to you. We've got the Star, the Empress. She's my law of attraction card. She basically just believes, that this wheat is going to grow and she sits back and it does. She is so powerful. This is a really exciting reading. Like you are going to feel so different at the start of 2026. In the next 3 months, you are going to be letting go, closing out those karmic cycles. You're going to have so much clarity. And I'm hearing that some of you have been asking for this. Like I'm seeing like making wishes, like wish upon a star or blowing out a candle at a birthday. Like you're making wishes that clarity is with you. And it's funny as I bring up the birthday. So if you're a Libra sun, this is your birthday season. The clarity is coming. You have put in all this work and you're continuing to do so. And those dotted lines that I saw, those paths, you're going to have so many opportunities, so many options that it may feel overwhelming. A new start is coming. That was our first card. You are protected. I'm getting this as your spirit team. Like you are protected. You are the magician. You have the power. Don't be afraid. It is going to be a powerful change for the best. Whatever you're bringing in at the end of this year to close out whatever cycle you've had, this new chapter in 2026, you're going to hit the ground running. You're going to have so many options and that creative activation. Yeah, this is really good. And the grass is always greener reminds me of the Empress card too. So definitely nurture what you have, because there may be some of you that are looking outside of yourself for the answer, and you don't need to, because the answer is within you and you're going to figure that out. In the next 3 months, it is all going to make sense. You are going to feel powerful. And when you can do that, when you can feel it inside, the outside world has to match it. So super exciting. I hope this helps. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know you're here. All right, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.